Alex is kind of interesting. He's like Martian, he's East Indian, and he's Texan. And so I kind of looked at myself. I'm like Persian, Lebanese, Indian, born in Canada, living in Los Angeles, supposed to be a doctor, but I'm an actor. And so I kind of use those as my goalposts. But in terms of working on the accent, my best friend in the world, she's Texan.
Oh.
So she's got a little whip, and every time I try and do something and I get it wrong, she's like, no, that's not it.
It's funky.
Yeah, she's funky. But I get a lot of really cool little expressions from her. She's always saying these things that are really like, you know, like old Texas expressions like, you know, don't poke a rattlesnake unless you expect to get bit. You know, or I'm just as happy as a puppy with 2 peckers.
Oh, they actually say that as a phrase?
That is a phrase. So I steal these things and I put them into the show. You'll see a lot of the things that I put in my performance in season 1 and season 2, I've stolen from my friends.
Well, you sound like you actually know what you want to do in life. So do you have any advice for those who are still struggling to find themselves?
Oh, people struggling to find themselves if you don't yet know what you want to do. That's a really good question. It's a very hard thing to do. I didn't know until I was, you know, in my 20s. But the one thing I say is never let anybody tell you you can't do what you love. If you love something and you are passionate about it and you feel you are exceptionally good at it, don't let anybody tell you differently. Have an objective, have a goal, and go for it, and don't let anything stop you. Go around, go over, go through all those obstacles. I mean, you want to be an actor, you got to be ready for obstacles, so just go through it.
I feel like we touched on a lot of hearts today. So let's move on to Karen.
Yes.
Hey Karen. So this is sort of I wouldn't say controversial, but kind of a question, but how did you feel about your character development in the movie, Suicide Squad?
Yeah, that is a controversial question. Thank you, Ali. You know, Katana, as many of you may know, has her own comic book. So a lot of her backstory is revealed in the comic. I was hoping that a lot of Suicide Squad would feature that aspect, but you know, with that many superheroes, supervillains in one movie, it's hard to fit everyone's backstory in. I would like to hope that in the future we get to see a little more.
Well, I think I speak for everyone here that we all hope that Katana gets her proper backstory finally.
Thank you.
So, among the cast members of Suicide Squad, who did you have the most fun working with?
Oh man, I can't choose. I can't choose one
That's a lot of people.
You know, everyone's so much fun and so kind-hearted. You know, I was a little bit nervous going into that sort of atmosphere with actors like Will Smith and Margot Robbie and Jared Leto. You know, I was nervous, but everyone was so welcoming, so kind-hearted, and hilarious. I can't choose one person. Every person is different, but I mean, I think Will has the most experience with funny stories. So if you ever get to meet Will, ask him for a life story and you're gonna go for a laugh.
So I think we all know that Jared Leto is sort of notorious on playing pranks on his cast members. Did he ever pull a prank on you?
Sort of.
Ooh, tell us the story.
So as our wrap gift, he sent us all a little wooden box, and it was left in our trailer.
Well, yes, things are beautiful.
Yes, things are beautiful.
Yes, things are beautiful. Thank you. And I got this box full of adult toys, filled with, you know, a big, can I say it, dildo? I don't know. I hope it is kid friendly. I don't know. I'm sorry. Adult magazines. I took it all home. You know, I live with my parents, and it was a fun surprise to them when they opened up my suitcase. let's just say. And I told them, it's not mine, but they were like, sure, Karen.
Like, why is it in your suitcase then?
I had to bring it home.
Okay, so do you have any advice for the ladies out there who feel like they can't be who they want to be because of how society views women?
I think, this is not just for women, but
For everyone.
Everyone in general. I think sometimes, myself included, we put ourselves into this box of expectations. And I think that we can strive to be more, and the main thing I've learned is to start now, because a lot of times I think that it's too late. So I, go to college and I think it's too late to become an actress. Situations can change for every person, but I think, you can start anything, anytime, and never think that it's too late to start.
It's never too late for anything.
Yeah!
Whoa. Okay, Stefan then. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the support. How do you feel about...
Superb.
Okay, you feel superb. How do you feel about being...
Greg Sipes.
Yes, how do you feel about being Greg Sipes?
Awesome.
Wait a minute.
Let's hear your best Beast Boy.
Who are you, Beast Boy?
Yo, Colossus, what's going down?
What is going with your voice?
What?
Did you have your breakfast?
Yeah, I had my breakfast.
At
I'm
the
a-
protein bar?
Huh?
A protein bar good for bones?
No protein, bro. I'm a vegan, dude. I eat vegetables and fruits, no protein bars.
That's for an applause, guys. Wow.
My question is, how do you feel about being one of the only 2 X-Men in the movie Deadpool?
Well, it's in a movie, just 2 X-Men. That's once in a lifetime. It's same as being the Colossus. But now in Deadpool 2, there's going to be much more of X-Men. So you guys are going to enjoy Deadpool 2, and then the X-Force movie right after that.
Can you tell us about what it was like when you first found out that you were going to play Colossus?
First, I was in shock because I traveled to Europe. I was doing a theater performance there, so I got a call like 3 in the morning. And I had a few drinks before that, so I was kind of buzzed, and I thought that somebody's, doing a joke on me. But it was my agent's phone, so I thought like that can be real, but with a few beers. But then after I realized, I started crying, and I'm not joking, because for me that's definitely a dream come true. And for my inner child, that's something like Academy Award, because I'm a comic book geek, and I'm a fan of the comic books, and I'm a collector, so becoming an X-Man, becoming Colossus, because only 2 persons that I can play as a Slavic actor are Colossus and Kraven the Hunter. So I got Colossus.
Well, congratulations on
Thank you.
picking that role. Would you, if you were ever given a chance to pick any Marvel movie and become a Marvel superhero, would you still want to be Colossus?
Yes,
Really?
absolutely.
Okay, well then,
But in case Kraven the Hunter opens in Spider-Man franchise, we can talk about it.
shout outs to the producers as well.
Hello.
Keep those options open, bro.
Ring, ring, ring!
Just, yeah.
So there are a lot of crossovers happening in the Marvel Universe. Which movie would you want the Deadpool series to actually team up with?
Wow, it would be cool to see him with Avengers, of course. That would be funny. And what do you think, Ass? He's a comic book geek too.
Well,
so.
I was just thinking, if Chris Evans can play Johnny Storm and Captain America, you can play Colossus and Kraven the Hunter.
I agree. Thank
That's
you.
all I'm
Ass.
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Well, we have Josh Brolin who plays Thanos, and he plays Cable now in Deadpool 2.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
That's a big. Well, okay. Well,
That's about it.
well, we know that you can't say much about Deadpool 2. So, are there any other projects that you have lined up for us? Yes, you do.
Yes, I just finished the show for Stars. It's called Counterpart, and the lead role is J.K. Simmons. It's a kind of a sci-fi spy thriller, but I cannot talk about that too. I just can tell you that it comes out in January, and I think you guys are gonna love it. Yeah!
Yeah.
What about you, Karen? Do you have any other projects lined up for us?
Not at the moment. I just shot an indie back in December, and they're still going through editing, so be on the lookout. It's called Stray.
And you, Cass?
Mine sounds kind of like hers. We got vampire fans here.
Yeah!
You guys heard of The Strain?
Yes.
Love that
Del
show.
Toro. So you'll see me coming back in season 4. I had a character called Sanjay Desai, and he was a little nasty guy, Sanjay Desai. He comes back in season 4, and he gets even nastier.
Are you a monster? Are you that
He's actually a human.
Oh.
He's a human collaborator. It's a really interesting role because they told me when I did season 4, they said we based this character on the human collaborators that worked with the Nazi SS soldiers, helping them set up all the systems for the Holocaust. And these were people who were betraying their own people. So this guy is based on those characters. He's basically working with the vampires against humanity, and he's a human himself. He's a greedy little bastard.
Well, we're all looking forward to your future projects. But before anything else, do you have any message to all of the, I would say, pop culture enthusiasts that we have right now watching us? Message for them.
Message is, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Darn it!
Altair has a message.
Ooh.
Altair says, we work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins. Nothing is true and everything is permitted. Follow the creed.
I hope you got that on video, guys. Well, now I have to be Katana, but she doesn't say much.
Just do it, Katana.
And I
Get your
forgot
sword out.
Yeah! Hey!
Thank you so much, Cass, Karen. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That was just hilarious, Stefan. Thank you. Thank you. Can you do that one more? I'm sorry. I was just laughing at her. That was really funny.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Again, thank you so much, Stefan, Cass, and Karen.
Thank you! Thank you, Manila. Thank you, Philippines. Thank you. We love you.
Again, social media has...
And don't forget the breakfast.
Yes, don't forget breakfast. And don't forget hashtag ToyConPH 2017 and hashtag ToyConFanX, the PopLife Fan X. Thank you guys.
When I say pop, you